Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's Friday it's the 5th, I think, 5th of May, and I'm heading home at 20 to 6, so not too bad I don't think. Oh, I'm going to get blinded here, we're going to have to do that one, I'm afraid. I'm going to be running into stuff. It's not too bad actually, is it? A little bit of a wobble. So yeah, we're heading back home. It's been a short week because it was bank holiday last weekend. What did I get up to last weekend? I got up to absolutely not a lot. Which was actually quite good. You know, it was nice to just chill out for a weekend for a change. Just wait for suspicious looking policeman to drive past. Just in case. So yes, did not do a great deal last weekend. It wasn't the greatest weather. And we did stuff at home. Had some fun with the boys, did some stuff around the house, built some Lego Minecraft for the youngest, because he decided he wanted a bit of that, so we got some sets, some quite sizable sets of Lego Minecraft. He's suddenly gotten back into his Minecraft now, although it might have something to do with him watching. He's found some new guy on YouTube. I forget what his name is now, but he was doing a thing on playing Minecraft at 3 AM because Hero Brian, the bad guy of Minecraft, sneaks out at 3 AM apparently. Something. He was trying to persuade me to wake him up at 3 AM. I was like, look, I ain't waking up at 3 AM, let alone you, to play Minecraft. But yeah, so did a bit of that. We didn't go and actually see the bicycles, the Tour de Yorkshire. Didn't go and see that in the end. It wasn't great weather, and we were just doing other stuff really, so we weren't like super duper duper after sort of going to it, so yeah, we didn't bother with that. No, we just got on it and did our own things. In fact, I think I've got another game that the youngest wanted to play, which he played for approximately 25 minutes. I wasn't very interested in it. Just Cause 2. He wanted Just Cause 3, but that was like, I think it was 80 odd gigabytes it was going to be, or something, to download for Windows. I don't even have that space for me boot camp partition. So why has everyone stopped? Oh right, they're letting someone out like that. Oh, there you go. So yeah, I ended up getting Just Cause 2 just because that only needed 8 gigabytes, which I had to remove some other stuff to get that to work, including Gary's mod. We've not really figured Gary's mod out yet. You know, everyone's playing it now. They've even got the Gary's mod with Bendy and the Ink Machine versus FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's. All this gaming stuff, I mean, it's amazing, fascinating stuff. So yes, we had all that, and then that was it really. So a bit of a relaxing, stress-free weekend, which was quite good. It was well deserved, that, for me, I think. And then this week at work, it's been steady away again. Obviously recovering from the year end and just making sure all that paperwork's getting sorted out now, and then hopefully get it to the accountant in a more timely fashion than we have done before. So yeah, got some stuff sorted out, and then I had a trip out, did some video footage. I went to Stalybridge, so Manchester way, on, I think it was Wednesday I went there, to install a machine, only a little one group this time, so not a massive machine, but dropped that in and did some training with them. But as is normally the case, are you all ready for the machine and everything? Yes. You have some milk so we can do cappuccino, latte art things like, yes. Get there. What have they got? they've got the tiniest little green semi-skim milk carton going that's half used anyway because they've been using it for tea. How am I supposed to make drinks with that? And then they sent someone out to get another of the same, but at least it was full this time, but it still wasn't enough for it. And it was also a complete building site. There's still chopping counters and things and getting stuff in. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to come back and do your training, aren't I, really? When you've also got the staff here, because, I mean, all right, they've got the main bar manager, the 2 owners, but not the rest of the staff, so he's like, come on. So I'll have to head back there, it's not too bad. But it's going to be a lovely place, actually. It's going to be a deli and also, like, there's going to be a restaurant side and cocktail bar, but they're going to have al fresco dining. So at the back, they've got this big open courtyard that looks out down onto a river, which have got like glass panels at the end of it, obviously don't fall out into the river. But then they've got this retractable roofing, so they can set it off. It's all electronic and it goes out to cover up if it's a bit wet or whatever else, and then they'll have outside heating, or if it's sunny you can pull it back and everyone enjoys the sun. So I think that'll be really good. I was really impressed. It's a big area, so you get a lot of seats in that outside bit. I could see it be popular, so I think it'll do quite well. Anyway, I better drop my parcels because I think I've gone nuts, so I should catch you in a minute. Parcels duly delivered. Not that there were so many today, only 2. It's a bit flat on sales again. Oh, I'll zoom out there. I'll zoom as much as this car will zoom. Yes, on my return trip from Staley Bridge, which I didn't do a video, I just did going there, and I made a balls up of going there actually, because I forgot to turn it on after I dropped some stock off at the Toyota garage in Huddersfield. And I was going along the motorway in M62, and I thought, oh hang on, I've not actually, I've not turned the dash cam back on. I'm like, oh, I wanted to record that bit. And then it didn't record any of the way back. I don't know why. I think the reason I didn't do any of the way back, I was more distracted by, I'd been going for a few minutes, driving away from where I'd been at, and helpfully the car seatbelt warning for the driver's seatbelt, fasten driver's seatbelt started. Problem with this was my driver's seatbelt was fastened, but no, the car was insisting it wasn't, and I needed to fasten it. So cue me unfastening it and fastening it and unfastening it. Didn't help much. It just kept bleeping at me that I needed to fasten my seatbelt, and I'm like, oh great, marvellous. And then when I got to some lights, I turned the engine off and that stopped it bleeping, which is good. And I turned the engine on and it started bleeping again, which is bad. Progressed some distance more, and it started just sort of bleeping a bit, then it stopped bleeping, and it bleeped a bit, and then it stopped bleeping, and eventually it just stopped altogether again, and back to normal. So no idea what that's about, but there does seem to be some issues with my general seatbelt sensors. And then I got onto the M60 and went to accelerate up to sort of motorway speed as I joined it, and the little engine warning light started flashing at me again, and it went but fortunately the engine light went back out again, so it didn't stick me in limp mode again this time. The trials of life. Anyway, so what did amuse the devil out of me last weekend? I don't know if anyone caught it or not. I mean, I've retweeted tons of it, so if you've watched any of my Twitter, you must know about the Fyre Festival. That's Fyre spelt wrong, F-Y-R-E Festival, which was this ridiculous concept that basically it was going to be Ja Rule running this festival on an island in the Bahamas. With Ja Rule and this other American lad, it's a 25-year-old lad who seems to have dropped out of college to set up this sort of credit card thing, which seems to be some sort of pyramid selling scam thing in the end anyway, which all went wrong anyway, and he seems to have basically after that just continued running various strange or decidedly not very clear business practices, should I say. And then so somehow he ended up with Ja Rule coming up with this festival on an island idea. The sole apparently a lot of tickets for quite high money. I mean, they were saying like $12,000, and there was even some, you know, top packages for $250,000. But I think that the general, although there seemed to be all this $12,000 thing was the main thing, like the people have paid $12,000 for this sort of thing. I think at the end of the day, there was a lot that were only $800 or a few $1,000s a ticket sort of thing, so it wasn't so ridiculous, and you got all your flights to there and supposedly accommodation and everything. That being the problem is that the initial people who started arriving discovered there wasn't really any accommodation aside from some emergency disaster relief tents, because basically what had happened is it appears that whoever they had organising all of this weren't very organised, and then left it all till the last 6 weeks, and then tried to build this entire festival site out of nothing, because where the island it was supposed to be on they didn't use, they used somewhere else, and then there was just nothing as far as infrastructure, and they tried to do it in a ridiculously short amount of time. But they also didn't, they set the festival at the same time that the biggest Bahamas sort of do that they have on occurs, which is an annual event that they have there, their own little festival thing, and it's a massive thing, and everywhere's like accommodation wide all around the Bahamas is just booked up well in advance of that event. And of course these lot planning the Fyre Festival were like, oh well, we want to do ours on this thing, and of course they're like, well, you know, everything's booked up, and like, oh well, can't you change your festival? Your traditional festival that you've done for hundreds and hundreds of years, change that, because we want to do our music festival thing. So the whole thing was just hilarious, so you can read up all about it anyway. And yeah, so basically what happened, all these people paid for these tickets, they got there and there was nought. All the bands, I mean, all these bands that they paid to go and see, I only heard of Blink 182 out of all of them. I've never heard any of the others, and I'm going to admit Blink 182, I think, God, they must be older than me. Surprised they're still doing a singing act. They've probably got the Zimmer frames out by now, so I'm not really sure that it was going to be that fantastic, even if there was bands there to enjoy. But there wasn't. There was nothing. There was just these disaster relief tents. Not a lot. Apparently some dry bread and a cheese slice with a bit of salad for the gourmet dining. It was just a complete, and it all just went completely wrong, and people were stuck at airports because they, you know, started stopping flights going out because they said, look, there's nowhere for these people, you're sending all these people out, flying them all over there, you've got nothing for them. So people got stuck at airports, and they got upset, and the people who were there were upset, and everyone was upset, and it was a complete and utter mess. So, but it amused me, so which is the main thing. It kept me amused all over the bank holiday weekend. Actually, I kept going through all the tweets. It was quite funny. So that was that. What else has been happening other than that, really? So realistically, I've been trying to keep up with some YouTube. Obviously doing my own YouTube videos. Yesterday, of course, was May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day. Taken as Star Wars Day because it's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. Yes, it's a tenuous link, but any link to sell merchandise and stuff, isn't it? So, yeah, big Star Wars Day. I kind of missed most of it, but I did manage to upload some Star Wars Battlefront videos, including, I did one quite late last night. I had another go. I mean, I don't often do. I don't do the sort of the flying one in the spaceships because I've been struggling since they changed that auto lock. But I did it last night, and I can admit I did quite good for me. You know, I mean, you know, quite good being I was shooting ships and getting them, which is normally, you know, I'm just running about and getting shot myself and not hitting anything or getting kills on anything. But no, I did really well on it actually. So I did upload that one. I can't remember, it was getting very late, and then I uploaded it even later, and I can't honestly remember if I didn't stuff some bits of that up, the upload or whatever, but we'll see. but I did upload it anyway, so you get a chance to have a look at me doing some half decent flying shooting. And because of the May the 4th day, you got some free credits. You got 4 credits for the 4th, all the 4s, and then it was also a bonus double score event. But I actually didn't start until late playing because of, you know, family stuff and that, and it must have kicked out, you know, must have started for just the day of the 4th in the UK. Normally these kind of run because they mix it over America and the UK, so, you know, normally you'll get away with just sorry, I'm planning my way to get in with this car here. Normally they'll sort of mix it up and run it for a couple of days and spread it over, whatever, but no, it seemed to kick off at dead on midnight. Oh god, balls that up. He's a bit wide out, that's what it is. I could come in the other way, but I hate doing it the other way. You know, you get used to going one direction. Not the band, obviously. So we'll give it a try. We'll test the skills of my reversing. We're getting there now. It's just all in the judging. Take your time. And you get there in the end. You do. So, yeah, all good really. So May the 4th thing, did some uploads of Star Wars Battlefront videos and that, and yeah, it's been alright. So that's really it for me. I mean, it's not been terribly exciting, I'm afraid, but I haven't really done a lot except laugh at Fyre Festival. Which is making me laugh now, actually, just thinking about the whole debacle. Our trampoline's still there, it's not blowing away. It's been a bit breezy this week. Typical crappy weather all last bank holiday weekend, and then when I went back to work, sunny all week, hasn't it? But it has been this blustery, which is not so great despite the sun. So have a good weekend and week next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog when hopefully I've done something interesting. Or maybe not. Or maybe, oh, I've not done Richard Nellis, damn! Richard, I'm sorry, Richard. Oh, bad man. You're in green today, Richard. If I can find you. To make sure I didn't forget, I uploaded it chuffing ages ago, and now there's a zillion emails in my way. There he is, Nellis. Things to talk about on your vlog. It was his 30th birthday on Tuesday. Oh God, how could I forget, Richard? It was your happy 30th birthday for a Tuesday. And he went to the Vito Italian restaurant with his sister, niece, parents, grandparents. Oh God, I've got an email of someone. That's ruined it. And uncle in Huddersfield, and he had a margarita pizza there. Very nice. Can't beat a bit of margarita pizza. He got the very best of Thomas and Friends DVD, my best birthday present, but it misses some episodes that are the best, such as Thomas and Bertie, The Flying Kipper, Old Iron, A Close Shave, as they were fantastic. But the DVD does have some good episodes, such as Thomas and Gordon, Thomas Comes to Breakfast, Cranky Bugs, Percy Runs Away, etc. Also, he's going to be watching The Borrowers on Virgin Media Player on Friday evening. He recorded it when he was on Film 4 on Saturday. Sensibly, very good. Changeable temperature of the sunny weather, as originally it was meant to be a heat wave. Well, it's been sunny, just like I say, that wind's not great. And then Madeleine McCann's room remains untouched. Well, fair enough. And he's going to be singing I Get Around from the Beach Boys at the Feathers pub in the evening of Tuesday the 9th of May. Because he'll be back to normal then. So very good, Richard. So there you are. That was Richard's things. Right, now I'm definitely going to go in because it's getting late. And next door probably thinking, why is he sat talking to himself? All right, have a good weekend and week next week. I'll catch you next week. Coffee vlog. See ya.